All right, gather round, because this one still sends shivers down my spine. It's a story I heard whispered in the dead of night, a tale about a shadow that stalks the students of Crestwood University. And trust me, once you hear it, you'll never walk alone at night again. Crestwood is one of those old, ivy-covered universities steeped in history, tradition, and secrets. The kind of place where the stones themselves seem to hold memories. But not all memories are pleasant. It started subtly. Students walking back to their dorms after late-night study sessions reported a feeling, a prickling on the back of the neck, the sense of being watched. They'd glance over their shoulder, see nothing but the long shadows cast by the antique streetlights, and dismiss it as stress, exhaustion, the usual college paranoia. But then, the reports became more frequent, more defined. They started seeing it. A shadow, tall, gaunt, impossibly dark. It didn't move like a normal shadow, stretching and contracting with the light. No. This shadow moved on its own. It flowed, almost like liquid darkness, always just at the edge of their vision. A flicker in the periphery, gone if you turned to look directly at it. Sarah, a bright-eyed freshman, was one of the first to really experience it. She was burning the midnight oil in the library, cramming for a history midterm. Old man Hemlock, the night librarian, had already given her the last call warning. As she hurried back to her dorm, the wind picked up, rustling the leaves of the ancient oak trees that lined the path. That's when she felt it. That cold, heavy feeling, like someone was standing right behind her, breathing down her neck. She sped up, her heart pounding against her ribs. She chanced a glance behind her. Nothing, just the swaying branches and the flickering lamplight. It's just the wind, she told herself, but her voice trembled. She picked up her pace, practically running now, and then she saw it. A flicker of darkness, a shape that didn't belong, keeping pace with her just on the edge of the light. She could feel its gaze, cold and intense, boring into her back. She didn't stop running until she slammed the door to her dorm room shut, heart hammering so hard she thought it would burst. The shadow's appearances became bolder. Students started seeing it in their dorm rooms, lurking in corners, a dark stain against the wall. Some woke up to find it standing over them, a silent, menacing presence. One student, a physics major named David, tried to rationalize it. He set up cameras, motion sensors, trying to capture it, to prove it was just a trick of the light, a mass hallucination fueled by sleep deprivation. He caught something, all right. He showed me the footage, static mostly, but in one frame, just for a fraction of a second, there it was, a towering, distorted figure, its features blurred and indistinct, but radiating an aura of pure, unadulterated malice. You could feel the cold radiating from the screen. David became obsessed. He delved into the university's history, searching for answers. He discovered a dark chapter, a scandal that had been buried for decades. Back in the early 1900s, a professor, a brilliant but twisted man named Alistair Croft, had been conducting experiments. Dark experiments. He was obsessed with the occult, with trying to harness the power of the spirit world. Croft disappeared without a trace. Some said he fled the country, others whispered that he had succeeded in opening a doorway to something that consumed him. David believed the shadow was Croft, or rather, what was left of Croft. A fragment of his soul, trapped between worlds, forever bound to the university. He was right, but he didn't realize how right. One night, David was working late in his lab, reviewing the footage. He was alone. The only sound was the hum of the computers. Then the lights flickered, and the temperature in the room plummeted. He turned around. The shadow was there. Not a flicker, not a glimpse. It was there, solid and real, filling the doorway. David told me later he felt an overwhelming sense of dread, a primal fear that paralyzed him. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. The shadow glided towards him, and David said it felt like 1,000 icy needles piercing his skin. No one saw David again. His lab was found locked from the inside. His notes, his research, everything gone. Just an empty room and a lingering chill in the air. Now some say it's just a story, a campus legend to scare the freshmen. But I know better. I've seen the fear in the eyes of those who have encountered the shadow. I've felt the cold spot in the hallway. So, if you ever find yourself on the Crestwood campus late at night and you feel that prickling on the back of your neck, don't look back. Just keep walking and pray that the shadow doesn't choose you. Because once it does, you're gone, vanished. They say that some students disappeared and were never found. They just vanished. Remember this. Some doors are better left unopened. And one last thing. The night knows what it hides. Have you ever experienced something unexplainable? Share your stories in the comments below. And if you like spooky stories, don't forget to subscribe for more tales that will keep you up at night. Who knows? Maybe your story will be the next one I tell.